Gene Tunney versus Michael Spinks. Going out to my man, Brandon Lamb. Let's get into it right now. I must say, this is one of the hardest comparisons I've ever had to make, which makes this a great matchup. Gene Tunney is one of those fighters I consider ahead of his time, and he had plenty of advantages going into this fight, which includes his footwork, his hand speed, his versatility, his ability to fight off the back foot as well as going forward, his defense, his ability to tie up on the inside, and his timing. The only disadvantage I see for Gene Tunney in this fight is that he has someone in front of him who's as good as he is and who has the benefit of advanced training and technology. Michael Spinks was a very unorthodox fighter who had great head movement, great combinations. He could throw every punch from the jab, straight right uppercuts, right hooks, left hooks, and he threw everything with power. The only two things I can come up with is that Gene Tunney was better fighting off the back foot, and he had better footwork than Michael Spinks. Michael Spinks and Gene Tunney is what I consider complete fighters, and they're both identical. Both of these guys have every weapon in their arsenal, from the jabs to the hooks, uppercuts, and straight rights. They're both unorthodox and versatile fighters. For all the things they did alike, I just feel that Michael Spinks did better and with a little more power. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Michael Spinks by decision. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you on the next video. So what's up with these sanctioning bodies mandating all these fights? And let me start off by saying that I like it, and I am totally with it. Could it be that the sanctioning bodies are finally listening to the fans and understanding that the fans are fed up? Could it be that these guys will no longer be able to hold these titles hostage and sit around for 2-3 years not defending their titles? Could perhaps duck season be over? Could perhaps the best be required to fight the best? Whatever the reasoning is behind it and whatever the motive is, I'm going to roll with it. I won't lie, it's almost too good to be true. But it's about time these sanctioning bodies stepped in and mandated these fights, because the situation over the last 10 or so years have been totally ridiculous. What is the point in a competitive sport if the best aren't facing the best? What's the point? What's the point in winning a title that you never defend? And what's the point in being highly ranked when you barely fight? Fighting once a year, fighting once every 2 years, and fighting once every 3 years. The situation has gotten totally ridiculous. And I'm so hoping that the sanctioning bodies have finally gotten the message, or are getting the message. I'll take either one. But these guys have got to fight. These guys have got to compete, and these guys have got to compete against one another. Because this current model, I've said it time and time again and over again, this current model is not a sustainable model. Because if guys aren't fighting each other, and if guys aren't defending titles and belts, then what's the point? What is the point? I'm not interested in seeing guys hold on to belts just for the sake of holding on to belts and just for photo ops. Congratulations on winning those titles and belts. But fans like myself want to see you guys compete. We want to see you guys defend those belts. You win a belt to defend it. You win a belt because you're the best, but you also defend because you're the best. So what's the point in what's been taking place over the last 10 years or so? It's been totally ridiculous, and whoever has allowed this, shame on you. So I truly hope that these sanctioning bodies are getting the message, that they're following the market, that they're listening to the fans, and that they're understanding that these guys have got to compete and these guys have got to defend. I can't say it enough. The last 10 or so years of boxing has been totally ridiculous. It has. There is no excuse for what's taken place over the last few years of boxing. It's just totally pitiful. It's inexcusable. And I'm just hoping that the sanctioning bodies are getting the message. Good for you for forcing these guys' hands. And I can't wait to see what comes out of this. I can go on and on, but I'll leave it there. Please let me know what you think. If you like the channel, please share, promote, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it.